Let's talk about your policy and your outlook on how to curb gangsterism, especially in the Western Cape. You've got a very radical approach to this. Will you explain it to us?
Yes, gangsterism in the Western Cape is not a problem of the army. It's not going to be sorted out by the army. It's a political problem that can only be sorted out if you work on the socio-economic, if you come up with a socio-economic problem that's facing the people. Cape Town is heaven for tourists and white people and rich black people, and hell for the majority of residents. More colored males get shot dead than the white rhino, but you will never see such an uproar about all the children being shot dead. You'll swear the white rhino gets more priority than the colored male. Langa is the murder capital of the world. Then politicians in the Western Cape says, we've got a better story to tell. A better story to tell. A better story to tell if our children are dying, if our children are addicted to tech. In the Western Cape, on the Cape Flats, pastors are no longer burying old people like it should be. It's young kids that are being buried every day, either through being killed by a gun or through drugs. Now, let me make you an example how the DA in the Western Cape particularly, how are they recruiting members for the gangs? Let me explain.
That's quite a statement to make.
The DA is the biggest gang recruiter in the Western Cape.
How so?
Gangsters need houses to operate, to sell from, to sell the alcohol, to sell the drugs. You would agree with me for that. Gangsters need houses to hide their weapons. Gangsters need shelter for some of their members. The DA in the Western Cape gives people these pink letters. They evict people. Now, every time a person gets evicted, or get a letter that you're going to be evicted if you do not pay by a certain time of the month, I speak to gang leaders all the time and they tell me that we love it when the DA government gives the pink letters. Because every time a person gets a pink letter, they go to the gang leader and say, help me as a belief. They're going to put me out. Then the gang leader would say, thank you, I'll help you. This is my conditions. Store this for me. Store this for me. Do you have a son there? Let him come here. How old is he? 12? No, he's the right age. Bring him. When you can't say you want to fight gangsterism and still evict people, because the gangster has that $400 to pay, but they think the gangster is helping them by paying the gang leader, by paying the $400. But the $400 they pay, their children become members of that gang. That house becomes either a place where they store their guns or they store the drugs, or as they call it, a smoke place. From that house will now become, the people are not complaining because they got shelter. So that's why if you speak to gang leaders and they'll tell you that Helen Zille is our biggest recruiter, because it's her government that's evicting the people in Menenberg, in Mitchells Plain.